In this recording we want to have a look at contra entries. So what's the idea of a contra entry in the first place? Sometimes an organisation is both your suppliers and your customer. Okay, so instead of you paying them and them paying you, what you can do is you can contra the smaller amount and only pay the difference. So if your supplier owes you more, they'll pay you the difference, and if you owe them more, you'll pay them the difference. Okay, so how do we do that on Sage? Well, let's have a look. In this particular case, we've got a customer called eSource Limited. Okay, and eSource Limited is both our customer and our supplier. So it says enter a contra entry on the supplier account for eSource Limited to reflect that the balance owing has been offset against their new customer account with Green Garden Supplies. Okay, so what do we do here? In either the supplier or the customer window, you choose contra from the top menu. Fill in the account codes and the outstanding invoices and credits will show up automatically. You're going to select all of these, so therefore you're going to use the shift key because you can only click one by just clicking on it. The rest you have to do shift and click. You're going to click OK. You'll be asked if you want to contra the lower amount and you're going to choose yes. Now it's entirely possible, not particularly in your exam, but in real life, that you will only want to contra one particular thing, and then you would just pick that one and contra it against whatever it is that you wanted. But in this case, we're going to contra everything on one side against the other, and then we're just going to show the balance. So let's have a look at that on Sage. Okay, so we're going to go into suppliers. We're going to go in up here at the top of the screen. We see contra entries. Okay, I'm just going to cancel that now and show you that if we're in customers, we also see contra entries up here. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one you go into. You select, and in this case it's eSource, and eSource again, and you can see that we've got invoices on both sides. Now if I click OK, it'll tell me that you must select something. Okay, so I'm going to click on the first one, but if I click on the second one, it swaps to that one. Okay, so I'm going to have to go shift and click, and the same over on the other side. I'll click the first one and shift and click the second one. When I say OK, it says the sales balances don't match. Do you want to make a part contra for the lower amount? And I'm going to say yes. Okay, so now when I look here on my eSource, okay, I can see that as a customer, they owe us 4408, and as a supplier, we owe them nothing. Okay, and that's how a contra entry would work. The lower side is cleared completely and the higher side is just shown, and what would happen then is we would pay the difference, or they would pay us the difference, depending on the circumstance. And here, of course, because the customer owed the most, the customer is going to pay us.